This is Ewan from GameEngineStart.com. I am here with
Callum from GameEngineStart.com.
And are you ready to put out some fires?
I'm so ready, Ewan. It's like I've been born to do this.
All your life for. So this is Flame Over. We've talked about this on, or I talked about this on the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Very briefly, and then it kind of took over my life for a little bit.
Yeah, so you've been kind of into the music on this for quite a while now.
It's so good. There's so many things about this. I've seen people complain on the internet about the music behind this game, but all of them are wrong.
Complain?
Like, yeah.
Wow.
They're like, oh, it's really basic. It's the same song over and over again. It's like, it's not
But
really
that's the point.
like. It's the point, and there are differences, and I could talk about the music forever, but I'm not gonna.
So this is the interesting point. Do I start on the easy level to show this off, or do I just go on to like where I'm?
Go for like.
Yeah,
two.
okay. This
The music on the executive floor is really good, so you can do that.
So this is kind of a roguelike, kind of. Or they're called, as they call it on their Steam page, it's a Pyroguelike, which is a terrible word.
That's clever.
I'm going to do these upgrades. Let's play. So, it's roguelike.
Don't explain the upgrades.
I mean, there's no point, really. So, this is the game.
The guitar.
I've got 5 minutes, I've got health, and I've got money. And if I very quickly jump into the map...
I like how if you sit in this room, the time doesn't go down.
No,
it's like the fires.
The time only kicks in when you open the first door, and that's super important for this game. So basically, my job is to put out the fire and save people. I am this dude. I have water.
Mustache.
I have water, which is in it. You operate it like a twin stick shooter. So right stick aims, and I've got powder as well as water.
Is that for different kinds of fires?
Yes, it is. So. That was the wrong button, and I do that every time I've come back to this game. Right. So, this is the map.
Was that a water bomb?
That was a water bomb. That was a water grenade.
Okay.
You can see in the bottom left, I've got 2 of them.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, so the problem with showing this game off is that time is of the essence. Like 5 minutes is not a long time.
So do you need to like what? I'm guessing the goal is to put out all the fires, right?
Yes, the goal is to put out all the fires and exit again within 5 minutes.
So what's like the exclamation mark and stuff like that?
Green doors are just doors. Red doors are, I think they're doors. They're fire doors, which you need the axe to hack down.
Okay.
The drops are water replenishment, so you can get one shot.
Refill your gun.
Yeah. So normally this bit. I have to come back here to refill my water normally, but I can get. There are some water places out in the office.
Yeah.
Sure. And see the electricity bolt? That's the main circuit breaker, which I need to switch off so that electric fires don't cause as much of a problem as they normally are.
Right.
So I'm going to go, and you're going to have to ask questions, because I'm going to have to concentrate.
Okay.
Alright?
That's fine.
So
what's that written on the back of his head?
It's written on the back of his head?
He moved his head and there was like hashtag something written on the back of his head.
Okay, I don't know, but... Oh, you're totally right!
There. Look.
You're totally right!
He needs to move his head again.
Yeah.
It's right there. I don't know what that is.
I've never noticed that. But there's a lot of that in this game. Okay, here we go. 5 minutes. Let's go.
Go for it.
So, instantly, lots of fire.
That's a lot of fire.
You can see that I get money.
Oh, this is made by a British team, right?
Yes, so...
They're not British. Yeah.
I'll show you the credits when we're done here, but it appears to be like different permutations of like these 3 guys who basically did most of the work with a little bit of contractors. It is a British team.
So what? Oh, okay, sure.
So as you can see by the...
What is this red circle that's going on?
So the red circle is your
gun overheat?
No, so that's your heat meter. You can only take a certain amount of heat before you lose a life.
Right, okay. Sure.
If that fills up, then you immediately... So there's a civilian,
person.
so we'll grab him and we'll leave him out in the corner for now. So we need to get him in a second. Let's clean out this room. So if you get hit by fire, your heat meter will go up as well, and if it hits the top, then...
Oh, right, yeah, I can see the heart's now on fire because of the heat.
Yep. Oh, no!
Oh.
Go. Wait
Spitting
there.
fire.
Wait there. Okay, so see that some of the fires like grey smoke? That's an electrical fire. That's what you need to use your foam for.
Your powder for.
Okay. So you can see already I'm running
it. Fire at you.
It kind of shoots. Whoa! It shoots fire, as well as. There we go. Okay. Where am I going? I need to go this way. So
I don't need to save people.
I also need to refill the fire. So I'm going to take these guys back because I'm about to run out of water. Oh no, I'm not. Okay.
You're not.
That's fine.
You're fine.
I must have refilled by accident. But let's put this fire out. Get rid of these. Oh,
heat meter.
Yep. So if the heat meter fills up, then you lose 1 of your hearts, and 3 hearts, you're immediately out.
Oh Jesus.
Am I going the right way? No. Right in here.
can just fire you.
Electricity.
Fireman.
Electricity's
Oh,
off.
okay.
So now all the electric fires are turned into normal fires and are much easier to deal with.
Right, got you.
So I'm gonna get rid of all. So yeah, some of the fire spits, some of it creates fire waves that go through an entire room.
You say this is like a roguelike,
Yeah.
but are the maps like
Maps are procedural.
Oh, okay,
Maps
sure.
are randomly generated.
And do you feel like as you do more of it, you learn things?
Oh, totally,
Like, that's
like-
the main thing about roguelikes to me,
Yes,
is like
so-
you're doing repeated action, but every time you're doing it, you're learning more about the game and how it works.
So this is only 2-1, so you won't get much of this. But the next level, I'll be able to show you a little bit more. So for
Right,
every
okay.
person you save, you get an extra minute. You have to take them back to
Okay.
the start.
I remember the next level from the soundtrack, it's the labs, right?
No, so there's 3 stages to each level. So you need to do like 3 stages.
It's like 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3. Right.
Yeah, so nobody here. So see this door that's kind of sealed up?
Yeah,
That's special. We'll get back to that in a minute.
that's a special door.
Oh god! Okay, I don't quite know what happened there, but I'll explain what I think happened. in a
There were
second.
fire past that door. The door
Yeah.
was made of fire.
So sometimes, if I see another example of it, I'll show you. But sometimes the door itself is on fire, and if
Yeah.
you open that up, you immediately get backdraft and immediately lose one of your hearts.
Ah,
So
okay,
you need
sure.
to keep an
so
eye
that's
on-
one of these things that you're aware of. Okay.
Yeah, totally. So let's keep going. There's some guys.
Lot of fire.
See, the guys have also got heat meters above their heads, where if they
Yeah.
take too much damage, they just die immediately,
That's a shame.
and you lose 10 seconds. So.
Oh, that's important. Oh, the time is like a really important thing.
Yeah, so like time is key in all of this.
Is this how firefighting works? Do you get paid by the
Yeah,
amount of
yeah.
like there's a direct correlation to how much fire you physically put out to how
totally.
much you're
It's all
paid?
quotas, right?
Right.
So you need to put out. Oh, see. Okay, we need to save this room. She's important. We need to make sure she doesn't die.
She's important.
She's very important. So that is. Come on.
A lady with glasses.
Yeah. That is. Come on, come on, come on. Oh God! Fucking fire. She's
Oh,
down.
she's dead.
Shit. So that's.
So who was that?
That's Miss Ion, which is
Okay,
a terrible
sure.
name. But she has special missions per stage. So her
Okay,
mission
sure.
is she gives you a. Oh shit! I'm out of water. I didn't take that into account. Okay, let's go back for her. She has special missions per stage. So the mission on this stage is she will give you a security card, and you have to go back into that locked door I showed you
Oh, is that what
before.
the special door is?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then-
So now you just can't get in that special door.
Totally. And there's stuff in there, and completing her missions is how you get the currency for upgrades.
Ah, okay, so that's how you like improve your game overall.
Yeah, so you need to. So the upgrades I got at the start, they are permanent. Everything else is not. And they're the kind of upgrades you would expect. Like you can last longer in fire. You increase the
Yeah.
size of your water tank.
More
that
health,
stuff.
more. Yeah.
The kind of stuff you would expect. Okay, what am I doing? Down here. Smash open this door.
So I'm guessing the fire bombs is just like a big AOE.
It's a war grenade. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'll try and drop one in here.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're kind of. They have very limited uses, like the. Whoa, no. Okay. That's been generally the noise that I
These
have when
are
playing
the
this.
noises of playing video games with you, and ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
this is just how he sounds
Yeah,
when he plays
basically,
video
like you're
games.
not wrong. I would fight it, but you're not at all wrong.
No, you know I'm right. It's a problem. You need to go get water.
Yes. Oh, I am running low on water, so I should have got the water in there. See, this is already like I'm annoyed because that's me lost.
Yeah,
like,
this
15
seems
seconds.
so. This seems like it's a weird mix between like a roguelike style thing and like a little bit of a speedrun game.
Totally.
Because it's all just about finding optimal routes and
It is all about time management and people management and just getting the best route through the level that you can.
which is really interesting, and that's a kind of
There's our
like different parallel to other roguelike games where like roguelike games you'll set and repeat actions and you'll learn more about the game as a whole, which will help you complete it. And this you're just kind of learning the rules that will help you be faster and therefore better at the game, which is a kind of weird parallel.
Yeah, it's a slightly different take on.
Well,
on-
cats as well.
So the cat will. They don't give you time when you rescue them. They give you health, so you get another.
Oh,
you get
sure.
another heart. And also, my fiance gets really, really angry when I don't save the cats,
Well, yeah.
like more than the people, which is,
So you have to save the cat.
of course. Almost there. Come on. Okay.
I like how, as a little inside baseball thing, I like how this is the woman who is angry at you when you don't save cats, but will repeatedly throw people off of buildings while playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird
It's
dichotomy.
like, cats need to be saved. People could fuck off of roofs for all
There we
she
go.
cares.
Okay, so now I've only got a
Oh
minute.
man, the music speeds up!
Yep, when you've got a minute left,
That's
the music
really
speeds up. I'm gonna save these two guys, and I'm now fucked. Like, basically.
Fuck.
Like, 2
How-
minutes
why?
is not really enough for the next
Oh,
stage.
you've got 2 minutes to do the rest of the. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the electricity is 3 rooms away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 rooms away. So this is already not looking particularly good for this run. Like I talk about runs in this game, and
No,
having
that
good runs,
runs
and bad
would be
runs.
accurate for a game like this. Yeah.
Just in case you think it's not a real one of these. Okay, let's go.
No, runs are
Okay.
perfectly good description of what this game would be.
Yeah,
this seems
it's-
like a cool game.
It is.
Like it's not
super cool.
like revolutionary or anything like that, but it's like a cool
It is
little
a
game.
really good version of one of these, and I don't
Yeah.
like roguelikes particularly.
No, you're not the biggest roguelike fan.
And this is like I have played so much of this game. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's difficult as well. Like they are definitely.
Oh yeah, it doesn't seem very easy.
They are definitely capitalizing on the roguelike thing of no, you need to like replay the earlier levels to kind of
Missed a bit.
level yourself. Where did I miss? Where did I miss?
Missed
Oh
a
yeah,
bit.
that bookcase is on fire. Where am I going? Okay, I need to go back and get more water actually.
And then the music speeds up.
So yeah, this is the point. The music in this game is fucking great. The music
The
is
music's amazing.
absolutely brilliant.
It's just the fact that they use that, like, you didn't show the earlier level where it's like the menu music where it's all just kind of like trumpets and stuff like that.
Yes.
They like alter instruments that are being used in different parts of the game,
Yeah.
or the different parts of the same song.
So before we're
So, like,
done,
accomplish different things.
I'll very quickly take you into the lab because you see the permutation of the song in the lab where there's
Yeah.
various things. So the one kind of negative I will say about this is that the difficulty curve is weird because obviously the first time you start, like you have to learn all the game mechanics and how to deal with stuff, and that's fine. Once you get a hold of that, the first 2 levels are not that difficult. Like they basically just kind of take those ideas and kind of permutate them in a couple of ways. But the third stage, the lab, is just fucked up. Like, you'll see when we get in there, but they just throw so many new mechanics at you that haven't.
Oh, they're actually different mechanics.
Oh, totally. Like, I still haven't worked out how half of them work yet. Let's try and save this guy.
That guy was standing in a fucking inferno fire. How is he alive?
They don't last very long. Like, they really don't.
Okay.
Let's try and get this.
Now, are people like burning in the stage right now, or do they only become active people?
So
when
they
you
only
open
become
the
active
door?
when you open the door.
Right. Okay. So you then have a certain period of time to get them.
Yeah.
Left. Oh no, it's not left. You got the electric thing. Never
Yeah, I
mind.
got the electric thing. I just need to take
Is
it.
that a shop?
Yes, so I need to get to the shop at
Okay.
some point, or I'm even more fucked than I already am.
Is that run-based benefits or game-based benefits?
Run-based benefits, nothing in there
Oh,
is
that's for
permanent.
runs.
I'm gonna-
The only people that give you permanent based benefits are that Miss Ion woman. that
Miss
gives
I,
you-
well, she'll need to give you the currency to buy the permanent upgrades at the kind of the upgrade thing before this level starts. And also,
Oh, okay, sure.
like, I'm not entirely convinced, or not entirely sure why, like, when that screen appears, like when I started the game, because sometimes it just doesn't appear, even though I've got currency to buy new upgrades. Like, it's very
Just-
strange.
Sometimes just don't get it.
Sometimes
Okay.
you just don't get the screen, which is weird. Okay, I'm gonna start heading towards the shop because, yeah, 'cause there's the stuff in there will be quite important. And also, again, the stuff the shop sells totally random every time you start.
Oh sure, that's typical roguelike stuff though.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, yep.
Oh.
So I lost a heart. Come on! Fuck you! Right. You start.
That's the thing about you and Izzy swears a lot.
You start
as well, when he
insulting
plays video
inanimate
games.
objects in this game, like fire has been called a number of horrible
I'm
words.
sure that real firefighters probably swear at fire
Oh,
as well.
totally, yeah. So that's the type of thing you get when you get water refills. It's like watering water fountains and stuff. We'll give you that. So this is the shop. He's the caretaker. So we've got Super Axe.
Characters this game are dumb.
Okay.
They all
extra
have huge
time.
noses and best mustaches
Yep,
ever.
totally. So I bought the defibrillator. Defibrillator is quite a useful item, which I barely ever see in these runs. The
What do they
defibrillator
do?
will let you bring back one of the civilians who has succumbed to the fire.
Ah, okay, so that would have been useful for Ion.
It would be really useful last time, yeah. And also, it presents another thing which I think is kind of important to other roguelikes, which I'm still getting a grip on whether it's good or not. Where, so after you get to one of the new, like once you get to like the lab or the executive level, you can then start from that level.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you're like starting your run halfway through.
yeah,
But then
also,
you don't get the benefit of like the gold and the
yeah,
items
like
that
the
you can buy at lower levels.
shop,
Yeah.
for instances of the shop up till that point. So I'm
Yeah.
still working out about whether I should, like, when I'm doing runs that actually mean it, like, should I just go back to the
Yeah,
start?
you should typically do in roguelike. You
room.
should typically do as much as possible because it just gives you the most benefit.
Yeah,
But-
because like the couple of runs, I almost made it out of the lab once, and it was because I started at 1 and went back to the start. Oh, our cat. Come on. Just get out of the room. 'Cause I need you now that I've only got... Oh yeah, I've bought that extra heart. Come on, I think this is the last room. I think. Come on. So again, Miss Ion only appears in the first and third stages of each.
Okay, so it doesn't even come up in the second one.
Yeah. The second one's usually at the shop.
Can you get more hearts than the 3 that you start with?
You can
Like if you
max
said
up
this had to get
5, I think.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. So I only found this game because it was one of the free PlayStation Plus games from last month, and I download
Yeah.
them all and play them all, and they're kind of hit or miss for stuff you've never heard of. And I started this going, oh, this looks a little bit kind of.
It's a bit
simple.
cartoony and a bit weird, yeah.
But then, like, the more I got into it, I was just like, oh, I'm still playing this. There's something here, which is why I'm kind of showing it off, because
It's a damn cool game, like it.
I'd
looks,
never heard
it's a really
anyone talk
smart
about it.
idea.
Yeah, totally. It's a really good kind of slightly simpler version of these mechanics that are in a bunch of other games, and it's very easy to get to grips with. But like I say, I've put a lot of hours into this game, and I still haven't unlocked the final stage yet.
Yeah, the factory.
I'm still getting to grips with the lab, so.
Ooh, crap.
Oh
The factory's got really good music.
The factory music is pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
So the lab music does it with like weird, like 8-bit stuff and.
Oh, really?
Like
Oh, so
the
the
lab
lab,
has like
yes.
weird theremins and like 8-bits to like be all sciencey and weird.
Yeah.
The factory just like replaces instruments with like printers and automated machinery and stuff like
Right.
that. It sounds really cool.
okay, come on, final room.
And then the music speeds up.
The music speeding up is cheesy, but has the effect that it
It's really
does,
cool.
where it's like, oh
picks up
shit!
the face. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, exit. Let's get out of here. Oh shit, that's not me. The thing I hate about the executive
It's the
levels...
valuable seconds.
Yeah, the thing I hate about the executive levels is they make the rooms are not square, they've all got these kind of weird rabbit warren bits to them. Okay. So I'm probably not going to make it out of this one. This is the final stage of executive.
The
so-
fact that the music continues on loading screens is good as well. That's really clever.
Okay. Okay, so the...
There are 4 points of exclamation.
And I know what the mission is in this level, but I need to find her first. Okay.
I don't think this is
I don't
gonna
think
work.
it's gonna happen. But you get to see what happens when you run out of time, because the game's not immediately over.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's a really messed up mechanic, actually.
Okay.
Which, considering the tone of the game so far, is kind of weird. But let's see. Okay. I can get this guy out and get a spare minute, which will last a little bit longer. Come on.
Okay, that door's on fire.
And they're all electrical fires. Okay. Yeah. God, there's a lot of electrical fires. Okay. Come on. Fuck it.
Does the foam also put out the fire, or does it just
Yes,
prevent it?
just so the difference with the foam is that it's much more short range and doesn't have as much kind of
Right.
it's basically just doesn't have the reach that the other ones do. Come on. So
Oof.
the other annoying thing about Miss Ion is that she won't move until you've completed her mission. So you basically have to fix the fire in her room
Yeah.
Or she'll just die. But I've got the defibrillator, so that's not as bad a thing in this run.
You need to go save that guy to get a minute.
Yeah. Well, I'll shoot. Okay.
Oh yeah, you should see what happens when
I
you
am,
fuck up.
and you might see it. I might not make this guy back in time. But let's see. So there's also random parts of the level that have search will appear, and it's just they hide random items in.
Yeah, I've seen that.
the
You
scenery.
picked up like bombs and
So
health.
like this
and
one
stuff.
has another water bomb, for instance. So some of them are health, some of them are. Yep. So this is one of the areas. Take note of the number on the floor.
Yep.
It's number 4.
I think you have to hit buttons in order or something.
Yes, so you have to talk to Miss Ion. She'll tell you the order. I shouldn't have used that refill. It's a terrible idea.
Are they one use? The water.
The water fountains are one use.
Yeah.
The others are unlimited use, but they are slow to fill. Like that's an instant fill. Oh, fuck you, cat. Stay there. You're not what I need right now. I need time, not health. Please let this search have more time in it. No. Shit.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, we're about to see what happens. Because I'm not
This is
going
not
to
going well.
get any more time. So you'll see it goes purple. And it has a little sound
Right.
effect. And what that
Yep.
means, you'll see, I basically have, I'm on the clock now. Oh, okay. Shit, come on. Get back.
Oh, what? Oh,
Okay, got another minute. It's fine.
okay.
We're good for a minute. Don't worry, I'm still not going to make this one.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm interested to know what happens now. if
You
don't
will,
make it.
you will, don't worry. Get out. Okay, over here. God. The computer should not be that on fire.
On fire.
That's
yeah.
not good. As a computer science student, computers on fire, not good.
Not a good idea.
Not
yeah.
a good idea.
Well, I can tell you, as a biology student, that fire is pretty bad.
Yeah,
Tell you
I'm
that.
sure. Thanks. See, combined knowledge, we can help.
By knowledge, fire is a bad
Oh,
thing.
right.
You've got to defib.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've never actually used the defibrillator before.
You maybe should have saved it if, like, in case Miss Ion ends up dying.
It's
'cause she's.
unlimited
Oh, I guess
use.
time's more important to you at this point. Okay, cool. But I can tell now that you actually have to make interesting decisions.
Yeah, like you have to just go, well, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
And also, like
you want is time
Oh,
more important
shit!
to you than the mission? Oh my god!
yeah, the fire can go through doors if it.
Well, the door's open. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you do have to make some interesting decisions every now and then.
Mid-run decision.
And there are points where this game gets really, really unfair, right? Where sometimes,
Oh yeah, it's a roguelike. That just kind of happens.
yeah.
sometimes.
So sometimes you'll open it up, and sometimes opening the door will trigger a firewall that goes from back to front.
You just gotta-
And it'll just take out anyone in that room, like, and you don't even get a chance. There she is. Okay,
Shit.
last room. Great.
Run out of water.
Come on. Okay, switch to phone. Okay. 2314. She says.
Yep.
Am I
So
gonna
two is
make
the
it?
one.
Well, let's go try this. This will be interesting. Can I make this? Because that's the last of the fire, I think.
Two's that one up at the top.
At the very top. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
And then
make
three's
this?
the one beside it, and then one's the one where Ion is.
Okay. Oh shit! Missed that. There we go. Okay. 2.
Two. And then three's
Okay, we're now on 0 again.
in there.
This one.
In there, that one. I think it is anyway.
3.
Yeah.
You've got much better memory
And
than
then
me.
one's beside Ion, and then four's on the other end of the.
Okay.
Oh, the fast version of this music's so good.
It's really good. 1.
I should
Oh,
start
shit!
altering that. Oh!
Ah!
Is that death? Why does death turn up?
And then you get this screen, which is really fucking morbid,
Oh my god! That's really sad!
isn't it?
I like this, the drawing style is pretty cool.
It's,
though.
yeah, I really like the art style in here. So there's
far.
so 16 stages in total, and I've obviously DNF did not finish. So yeah, and that's this game, and it tells you like, hey, save 3 cats and 13 dudes, which is pretty good.
That's pretty cool. I like the fucking weird ass budget Street Fighter font that they
Totally.
use for those numbers.
I'll very quickly show you the lab just to
Yeah,
see
it's
how
quite good to
messed
show
up
the
this
lab
gets.
because I want to see what the.
So like I say, again,
So yeah,
didn't
people,
get the-
people at home will notice all the like weird 8-bit and theremin stuff to make it sound all sciencey.
So again, already, it's...
Oh god, what is that? What is like the... Why are there
so-
fire extinguishers?
So the
and
fire
stuff?
extinguisher will do this what the water normally does for your
for foam.
foam, and
Right.
the axe speeds up you smashing through doors.
Right.
Also, notice in the lab, there's no water fountains
Yeah.
out there.
So you have to run all the way back.
Yep, or use more foam. So here we go. This is gonna be fucked up. Okay, gas. You need to foam the things where gas is leaking so that it will shut off the gas.
And you're just going to constantly gain heat as
Yep.
you're going through gas.
So that's gonna. So I'm gonna lose
Oh
health
my
here.
god, that's fucked up.
And then, so that's all the gas, but now I lost the heat. I lost the health, so I need to put this electric fire out, but it will immediately come back because
have the
the computers in
electricity
here
thing.
just go. So that's the door on fire. So I need to go through here. Oh shit! That's all electric fire because the lab's just full of computers. So I'm gonna make a run for
The electricity
here.
thing.
So I'm probably gonna lose. Oh, there's.
It's a science man.
Oh god. There is toxic waste on the floor, which will slow you down and harm you. There's the toxic fire, which takes...
Toxic fire!
Toxic fire. If the fire touches these... And I'm dead.
Oh, you're dead.
If the fire touches those
Wow,
toxic
that's
things in the
difficult.
back, then it turns into toxic fire, which takes double the amount of water to get rid of. The lab's fucked up. The lab's
fucked
really
up,
fucked
yeah.
up out of everything that's happened so far.
Like, I can imagine there might be, like, things you can buy that would help you, like, on
but
lower
you
levels.
don't get a
and
shot
stuff.
till the second stage. So...
Oh, okay, sure.
So yeah, just very quickly to show you this. So this is these three guys at the top. All of the jobs are basically just permutations of those dudes with
Mark
a couple.
Healing Vincent is a really good name.
Yeah, good name. So yeah, that's Flame Over. It's on PS4 and Steam right now.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Like
It's a cool little game. Yeah.
I've put a lot of time into this, much more than I expected to. Yeah, let's very quickly see how much time. Okay, only 6 hours. But
6 hours.
But in a game where runs last like 10 minutes,
Yeah, that's a
it's
lot
a
of
lot of time.
runs.
Saved 197 people.
40 cats.
I feel okay about that.
Yeah.
37 games played, 0 wins. Which is always a good sign.
Is a win just like a full completion? Like,
Yeah, it must be to get to the end.
Yeah.
Which like I say, I haven't even seen stage 4 yet, so God knows what the factory's gonna be like. But yeah, that's Flame Over. So thank you very much, Cal.
nice, Ewan.